Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Hello. What's going on here? What? Is this not linked? Ah, there you go. Right. Okay. Well, it's a firmware update considering to you after this. I'm back streaming again for part 2. My print has finished, so we're going to do the hinge, and I'm also going to chuck in my can holder scenario, see if that prints off nice as well. Right. Oh, well, that was a waste of a couple of hours, wasn't it? Oh, poo. That's my print. Just a big ball of shite. It never printed at all, and I didn't even notice. I went the whole 2 hours extruding a big ball of mess. Oh, never mind. Yeah, my hinge didn't work. Crap. Oh well. Oh, that pants. Absolute pants. Oh, why did that not work? Really bad. It's like he never...
That's frustrating, but don't throw the design under the bus.
What?
A print that turns into a bird's nest or ball of spaghetti after 2 hours usually means the printer lost the model, not necessarily that the model was wrong. The first thing I'd check is the print bed. Is the first layer still stuck to the bed?
No.
Yes. The part probably detached partway through? No. It likely never adhered properly from the start. That distinction is important because it points to very different fixes. Since you're live streaming, this is actually one of those moments people remember. You can literally say, open quote, well, that's engineering. Sometimes you spend 2 hours manufacturing modern art. Close quote. Then show the failed print, explain what you think happened, and move on to diagnosing it. People who own 3D printers know this feeling all too well. I'd also inspect the nozzle for a blob of plastic, whether the bed was clean before printing, whether the first layer was squashed down properly, whether the model was oriented in a way that gave it enough contact with the bed. The good news is that you've already got the CAD model. If the failure is purely a printing issue, you haven't lost the design work, only the print time. One thing I'd avoid today is letting this derail you. You still managed to finish the bracelet, design the can sleeve, keep the stream going, get a lot of van jobs done.
Well,
a failed print is just another data.
Well, it looks like some of it stuck to the base and it printed off, and then it just, I didn't catch it. Would have saved a lot of time there. I just assumed because I've had good print after good print. I mean, it looks like it started off a couple of good pieces, and I don't think it really did well at all. Oh, anyway, I'm going to do I'm not going to do the hinge now. I'm going to do my cup and see how cup holder and see how that holds to the bed. But remember, that's a new lot of filament as well, isn't it? So you can get dodgy filaments. Who knows? I doubt it, because the company's been good so far with everything else. But that's that's extremely bad. It's a lot of filament, that was. Yeah, I've got a lot of strays in there. But it don't look like it done them all, so I don't know if some of them were floating too much. I don't know. Anyway, it's let's do the Orca slicer with my cup holder. See how long that print's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be, because it's quite thin walls. It's only a cylinder. Should be pretty fast, really. I'm expecting under half an hour, and then I can try and do the brackets again one more time. Right. Now let's go to. Oh, have I sliced that? I don't think I sliced it. Yeah, shit. Okay. Let's slice this. Export to STLs. Export. No, not STLs. 3M. F. Right. 3D van life cup holder. Can holder. I don't understand this. What does it mean by this?
That message is actually quite common, and in your case, I think I know why. It's saying, open quote, this file contains several objects positioned at multiple heights. Close quote. Orca Slicer is asking, open quote, are these meant to be one assembled mob part, the separate parts? Close quote. So, yes equals treat everything as one object with multiple parts. This is what you choose for things like an assembled hinge, a print-in-place mechanism, or anything intentionally made of multiple bodies. No equals treat them as separate objects that can be moved independently around the build plate. For your can holder, if you exported one complete can sleeve from Shapper 3D, I'd first suspect that your model contains more than one body. For example, the cylinder is one body. The cutout text or another feature has accidentally remained as separate bodies. What I'd do, click no first, then see what appears on the build plate. If it suddenly shows loads of separate pieces, letters, rings, etc., then you know the export contains multiple bodies. If you were expecting just one sleeve, go back to Shapper 3D and check whether all the bodies were unioned before exporting. Can you click no and then send me a screenshot of what appears on the plate? That will tell us immediately whether it's exporting separate bodies or one assembled model.
Ah. Oh, I see what it's done. It's exported the D, the 3D bit, and obviously the A, and the E. The letters won't let you do that, but mind you, it's still readable. Yeah, so they would be separate bodies floating in midair, even though they're still in the shape of 3D. So if I wanted to keep them, I have to make joining lines. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, I see now. What it is the, as you can see in the photo, the 3D van life, I just done cutouts, didn't I? And obviously a D, a D, the A and the E would have floating parts. And obviously I haven't rendered it like that. So it's taken them all away once I pressed, I think, yes, I'm not sure. So still, I feel that it's still readable, and it's only a first Mark 1 sort of deal. Huh? Why is there ears? What the fuck? Why won't he let me do this? That's interesting. Right,
Yes, I see exactly what's happened. When you cut the text all the way through, letters like D, A, E, O, P, R, B, 0689 have islands in the middle. Those islands become separate bodies because they're no longer connected to the sleeve. That's why Orca Slicer whether it was a multi-part object. Looking at your screenshot, though, I actually think Mark 1 still works. The words are still readable because our brains fill in the missing centers automatically. Most people will instantly read open quote, 3D van life, close quote, without thinking about the missing centers. A couple of ideas for Mark 2. You could leave it exactly as it is, or later you could use a stencil font. These fonts have little bridges built in, so the centers stay attached. They're designed for laser cutting and CNC work, but they're perfect for this too. Add your own tiny bridges, about 0.5 to 1 millimeters wide, to keep the islands attached while still looking like cut-out lettering. Keep Mark 1 as the prototype and make Mark 2 a polished version if you decide it's worth pursuing. I also quite like that you've unintentionally created something that looks a bit industrial. The missing centers almost give it a military stencil look, which actually fits the 3D van life workshop aesthetic quite well. For a first version, I'd print it exactly as it is. It'll tell you whether the fit on the can is right, the text is readable on camera, and whether the support left in the cutout gives you the silhouette effect you're after. Once you've got that in your hand, you'll know what, if anything, is worth changing for Mark II. That's a much better way to iterate than spending another hour perfecting a design that might already achieve its goal.
the crazy thing is all the little pieces are still there. I've got to delete them all, otherwise it's going to print them. When you arrange the plate, yeah, they all appear. So they literally just fell down like gravity. So yeah, hopefully I've got them all now. Let's arrange the plate one more time. Yep, I think I got them all. So anyway, let's slice this and see what happens. Yeah, I think it still works regardless. Right, what we got? We've got a warning. Not too bad. I might have to put. Oh yeah, we're going to put supports in. Let's do that. Let's put supports in. Slice. Yeah, no warning that time. Oh, it's not going to let me have the supports I want. Let's try tree. I thought it was just going to infill the actual gaps in the letters. It's not. It's climbing up the side of the walls. Yeah. Still, I think that's okay. Sod it. I'm going to do it. How much print time? Fucking 3 hours? No way. No way. No way. I'm going to have to do what you said with the lettering, I think. Yeah, it's 2.5 hours for this cylinder. This is ridiculous.
I think you've just found the real issue. It's not the cylinder that's taking 3 hours, it's the supports. Those cut-through letters have made Orca think it needs to build support towers up the inside of the sleeve, and tree supports are climbing everywhere to reach the floating islands. That's why the print time has exploded. I'd do one of these instead. 1. Engrave the text by about 0.8 to 1 millimeter. No supports. Fast print. 2. Use a stencil font so there are no floating islands. You still get the cut-through look without separate pieces. 3. Keep the cutouts but bridge the islands yourself with tiny tabs. The supports disappear because nothing...
How do I do the stencil fonts again?
You don't actually make it a stencil in Shappa 3D. You choose a stencil font when you create the text. If you've already created the text, 1. Delete the current text sketch. 2. Go to Sketch, Text. 3. In the font drop-down, look for a stencil-style font. Depending on what fonts are installed on Windows, common names are Stencil, Military Stencil, Army Stencil, US Stencil, DIN Stencil. If you don't have one installed, Windows may not have a stencil font by default. In that case, the quickest solution is actually to keep your current font and add tiny bridges manually later, or download a free stencil font another time. For today, because you've already spent a lot of time on this, I'd probably do this instead. Make the text engraved about 1 millimeter deep rather than cut all the way through. Print it. See how it looks on camera. You'll have a working Mark 1 in under an hour instead of chasing the perfect font tonight. Once that's done, you can always make a much nicer Mark II with a proper stencil font when you're not trying to finish everything in one day.
Ugh. Is there nothing I can create in Shaper? Is there any way I can control... Orca Slicer, I mean. That's better. What's going on? Come on, what's going on? I think I've cracked it. I'm going to go with this one. It's fucking 2 hours still. 2 hours for this. Why are you speaking? Ah, come on. Why are you working? Well, I can't get you to play with you, but I can read. You're saying no, there isn't nothing you can do, right? However, all I did is change the settings to snug, and then suddenly it's not climbing up the walls. It's in between the letters, and it's still 2 hours of a print though, which I can't work out because the wall is only like a millimetre thick. So I really don't understand that one, but still, let's see what happens. And I'll just have to keep my eye on it and make sure, see if it does print. Right, so here we go. We're going to flash it over to the flash it over to the stick. how we can holder. There we go. And then we eject. Eject. Superb. Let's try it. Oh, it's a lot of errors. Why are we erroring? Yeah, it's weird. Ah, can't connect to the thing for some reason. Right, I need well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's print it. Right. Okay. Server's down. ChatGPT server's down, so we don't get to talk to chat. Oh man. Okay, well, as you can see, my hinge failed. That was pretty much it today. It failed. I've got my can thing printing off. I may restart the stream again once this is done, because this is another 2 hours. I'm going to keep my eye on this a lot more, because it don't look like it even adhesed to the bed. Something off there. Perhaps I should have done a bed leveling program to see if that was the cause. Everything looks okay though. It's strange, very strange, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know what else to do now then. I need to tidy the van a bit. I might I don't know. I might pay for an extra day in the campsite. I've got to go work and then come back to the campsite tomorrow. I might pay for an extra day, and therefore I can stay to the afternoon and tidy up a bit. Hopefully I've got some content somewhere along the lines here. It's really strange. Let's try logging out of chat altogether. Oh, I think I know. Oh no, it's not that. That's very odd. Are we back? Are we back? No, it cannot. Please try it on. And then it appears, but it's not. Are you still there? The trouble is I can't get into any other of my projects. No, you're not there. Looks like ChatGPT is down. Down. Let's try Claude. Let's see if we've got the same problem with Claude. Then it's more likely hardware. Seem to have lots of problems recently with dealing with chat or AI in general. Are you there? Yeah, chat's Claude's all right. So it's obviously chat's the problem.
I want to make sure I understand you. Your message came through a bit garbled on my end. Could you clarify what you mean? Are you asking if I'm having technical problems right now, like an outage or bug? Or are you asking about problems with the chatbots in general in the news? Or something else entirely? Happy to help once I know what you're getting at.
Why have I got your voice? Right, how do I get the voice? I don't like your voice. Settings, Claude. There we go to classic settings. Voices.
We can chat while you are.
Worst places for voice.
You can ask me about what's on your best places for voice mode.
Worst place.
We can chat while.
In voice mode, we'll just talk it out. I'll wait for you to be done chatting and then I'll respond. In voice mode, we'll just talk it out. I'll wait for you to be done chatting and then I'll respond. In voice mode, we'll just talk it out. I'll wait for you to be done chatting and then I'll respond. In voice mode, we'll just talk it out. I'll wait for you to be done chatting and then I'll respond. In voice mode, we'll just talk it out. I'll wait for you to be done chatting and then I'll respond. In voice mode.
Okay. It should be his voice. Okay. How comes I haven't got the right voice in Claude?
Alright, we might be ready to move.
Oh, maybe we have got a problem. Claude's struggling as well. Right, well, okay then. See if that's going all right. It looks like it's on there this time. But it looked like you'd done a few layers last time, didn't it? Oh, hello.
Here's how to switch it. Mobile. In
Proper
voice
voice.
mode, tap the settings icon, bottom left corner.
No, that's fine.
While chatting, then pick your preferred voice and pace. Web, go to Settings, General, Voice Settings, and select a voice. You can preview each one before choosing.
Well, maybe
Your
I
previous
used
context
Claude
carries
too
over
much.
when you switch, so you won't
Chat
lose
too
anything.
much today.
If you're picking a
Been a
voice
few hours.
and it's not sticking, or the preview sounds right but the actual replies don't match, that'd be a bug worth flagging with the thumbs down button so Anthropic can look into it. Is that closer to the problem you're running into?
No, you had a very strange voice. You sounded more like Javier in Grand Theft Auto than actually what you sound right now. It sounds correct now. And you're taking a lot longer to respond. I think also like ChatGPT, I spent too much time on ChatGPT today, so it's sort of crashing a lot. Right,